Saturday, November 11th, 0907 a.m. New York time. Good morning. Going to look at a sector in the U.S. stock market. There are several sectors, but this one I'm going to look at is the technology sector. It's been the leadership for years. We're going to look at weekly timeframes. And in this sector, there are several industries. We'll break them down too. But first, I want to look at the index that's related to technology. That's the NASDAQ 100. That's here on the left. This is a one-year chart. Each candle is a week. NASDAQ 100. There's another NASDAQ index called the composite. But this NASDAQ 100 is the top 100 companies in that index. So again, this is the NASDAQ 100 cash index symbol, November Delta X-ray. There's also a stock ETF if you want to trade this called QQQ. So here we go for the week. It's green, higher high, higher low, almost near the high of the year. And here's the low of the year. Again, yellow horizontal line, low of the year. The top one, high of the year, very close to the high of the year, very strong the past 2 weeks. On the right is a stock ETF that's for the sectors. Yep, there's 11 sectors in the S&P 500. And one of the sectors, the largest sector, the one that's most weighted in the S&P 500, again, is X-ray Lima Kilo. Very similar. Look at how this index is performing compared to the NASDAQ 100. Because again, the companies in here are the most lean ones, biggest ones that are in here. So if you don't want to do this one, the NASDAQ 100, QQQ, you could do the stock ETF, and you can look at what companies are in here. Again, they're both green for the week, the past 2 weeks, strong, very close to the highs, leadership. Let's break it down into now looking at the industries within the technology. The first one I look at is communications equipment. In a 1 week chart, each candle a week. Jupiter Network, Julia, November, Papa, Romeo. Got 2 weeks in a row, inside candles, very close to the low of the years. This is not performing equal or better than the index. So again, this is not a winner. It's struggling down here. You'd be better off to be in those indexes than instead of this one. Next one, Cisco System. Big company. It's also on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the NASDAQ 100, and of course the S&P 500. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. It closed red. Yep, huge consolidation, staircase pattern, lower low. It's underperforming the index of the NASDAQ 100. Yep. So again, another reason you'd be better off in the index compared to this one. Next one, Charlie Alpha Lima X-ray. Here's the high for the year. And look at that. Down here is the low of the year. Loser. Next one, Ericsson, Echo Romeo India Kilo. High for the year. Very close to the low of the years. And that's bad. And next one, Nokia. High for the year, low for the year. Again, this is all communication equipment. I mentioned there are several industries in the technology. We'll get to the better industries. Just showing you that this industry within technology, communications, is not a high flyer. And another one, India, November, Sierra Golf. Here's a high for the year. Look what it did, made a new low for the year. It's a penny stock. It's under $5. See that? It's a loser. There you go. That was just one industry in technology, and it's not the leadership. Now we'll go into the computer hardware. Logitech, Lima, Oscar, Golf, India. New high for the year. Outstanding. It is doing better than the index, better than that stock sector. ETF as well too. No, new high for the year. So let's adjust this. 81.85. So if you bought this anytime this year, you should already be in gains. Nice. Very nice. Strong. Let's cue this out a little bit longer. Let's load this up a little bit longer. Look where it's performing. Yep, it's getting close to the high of last year, which was here. Let's leave with that. Oops. Big turnaround it's making here. Okay, let's go on to the next. HP, Hewlett Packard, high for the year, low for the year. Yeah, it's still struggling. So far, right now, we just found this one. Logitech, the best one so far. Computer hardware. So again, HP struggling. Dell Computer, new high for the year. Outstanding. Big difference than the communications ones. So right now, the computer hardware is looking good. Have you bought a new computer this year? Or are you paying for services that they offer? Next one, Western Digital. Green for the week, higher high, higher low. Very close to the high of the year. Better than the, again, communications one. So hardware is looking good. Next one, Seagate Technology, Sierra Tango X-Ray. Here's the high for the year. Inside candle for week, indecision, but very close to the high of the year. It's performing good. Next one, Alpha November Echo Tango. Look at that new high for the year. Outstanding. Outstanding. Here we go. We identified one industry within technology that's doing outstanding. It's doing outstanding. That's doing better. Most of them are doing better here than the stock index itself. That was technology. Sorry, that was hardware. So yeah. Now we'll go to the internet connection information. Again, one of the industries in the technology. Sierra, November, Alpha, Papa. Here's the high for the year. 2 weeks in a row, green, higher high, higher low. Nice reversal. Here's the low for the year. Next one. Zulu, Golf, Zillow Group. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Yeah, it's struggling. Trend is down. It's bearish. Again, this is internet content information. Pinterest, Papa India, November, Sierra. New high for the year. Outstanding. Wow. Who uses Pinterest and what are you actually using it for? Are you using it where you're making income off of it or just to have another social media account? It's somewhere. This is interesting. Last week, huge bullish engulfing candle. Sellers shut off all this. And this week up here, higher high, higher low, little body, dodging on top, potential reversal. Yep. Let us include volume here to see if this is a blow off top. Very concerning. High probability. Interesting. This day, sorry, that week here, 56 million shares, 141 million. Yep, so one consider not buying up here on the top, but looking for a pullback. That would be a lower volume and a nice trigger for entry. Yep. I'm going to label this central area to look for an entry. As well as this would be done on other time frames too to look at this. Showing basic. There's a big zone. Okay, next. Again, we're still on the internet content information. Meta, Mike Echo Tango Alpha, Meta, parent company of Facebook, parent company of Instagram, parent company of WhatsApp. There's a high for the year right there. Just shy of it. Nice. Strong like bull. Let's cue this in with some volume. Load this in with some volume, not cued in. See if we see any divergences here. So this high here, that week, 195 million shares, 195 million shares. They made a new high here, 105 shares. So again, less volume, but higher high on less volume. Suspicious candle there, like a bearish pin bar. Often get retested, and that's what happened here. 75 million. Yep. So this high here, again, on that week, 195 million. Retested, broke above 105 million, less shares. And this high, we did not take out this high, but again, almost 75 million. So less shares. Less shares on these retracements, retests on the higher high. Concerning. And look at this. This sell-off here, 175 million. Interesting, because again, this high, 105 million, but lower low on more volume. Yeah, distribution, or was it accumulation down here? Well, here, 105 million went down, 95, 93 million. So either huge buyers are stepping in here at the bottom, or it's panic selling. Again, I would want to see a higher volume on the breakout above here. It hasn't happened yet. Concerning. Groupon, Goff, Romeo, Papa, November. Huge dump for the week. No surprise, had earnings. There was the high for the year. And blow off top, possibly. Yeah. That's looking bad. Shutterstock, Sierra, Tango, Kilo. High for the year, low for the year. It's not good. So that was just one of the industries. Again, technology, internet, content, and information. Let's continue. Go to the next. Semiconductors. I got quite a few on here, semiconductors. Intel, India, November, Tango, Charlie. Intel is on the NASDAQ 100. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, of course, the S&P 500. Look at this. Green, trend higher high. Very close to the high of the year. Strong like bull. NVIDIA, November, Victor, Delta Alpha. Again, strong like bull. Coming back up to retest the highs of the year. Alpha Sierra, Mike Lima. Poor performer down here. Alpha Victor, Golf, India. New high for the year. Outstanding. Broadcom. Outstanding. Leadership blew right through that top. And one could be just investing in a stock ETF that just does semiconductors if you want, instead of outright buying them individually. Texas Instruments, Tango, X-Ray November. Oof, poor performer of the year. Near the lows, terrible. And Lima, Romeo, Charlie, X-Ray. Make a nice recovery up here. So that was just the semiconductor industry within the technology. And I want to look at some more of these semiconductors on the next one. Alpha Mike, Alpha Tango. Nice recovery here. Alpha Delta India. No, poor performer off the lows. Wolf, Whiskey, Oscar, Lima, Foxtrot. Also look at that near the lows of the year. AMD. Yeah, nice turnaround, but Intel is performing better. Micron Technology, MU, new high for the year, outstanding. And one more. Qualcomm, here's the high for the year. It's struggling down here. And that was just the semiconductor. Let's go into software now. Shopify. Sierra Hotel Oscar Papa. Here's the high for the year. Very suspicious up here. Big move up here. And a dodgy. Yeah, sometimes that can mean halfway point. It could be reversal. Salesforce, Charlie Romeo Mike. Here's the high for the year. Huge consolidation occurring here. But again, look at these lower highs. So one should be questioning, is this going to fill before it even takes it up here? Intuit, India, November, Tango, Uniform. Again, high for the year. Again, nice recovery here. And here, again, retracement, nice recovery here. Nice. This in here is accumulation. So this area has been building a lot of consolidation energy, probably to break out to continue going higher like this. Alpha, Delta, Sierra, Kilo, Autodesk. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. Very concerning. Struggling down here. Got a lot of highs, a lot of swing highs to take off coming into earnings. So Whiskey, Delta, Alpha, Yankee. Here's the high for the year. And huge consolidation in this area. Building a lot of energy. Romeo, November, Goff, poor performer. So that swing low got taken out. Poor performer. That was software. Let's go look at some more software. Hotel, Uniform, Bravo, Sierra, HubSpot. Here's a high for the year. That's struggling down here. Very bad. Yeah, that's struggling down here. Looks like it's going to drop again. May have a retest of this before it drops. Square, Sierra, Quebec, Block Incorporated. Here's a high for the year. Very disappointed. Look at that. A lot of obstacles to get over up here. Uber, Uniform, Bravo, Echo, Romeo, new high for the year. Outstanding. Who would have think? Uber, new high for the year. Again, Uber has gotten more diversified since it first became listed on the stock market. Lyft, Lima, Yankee, Foxtrot, Tango. Failure. Oof. Big difference. It's not at the new high of the year. Big difference. And Charlie, Oscar, India, November, Coinbase, a cryptocurrency exchange, loser, big performer, not. Yeah, struggling. Show you here. Let's go back 3 years. Look at that high, $429. And all the way down here. Yeah, it's not doing good. And we'll look at one more industry, and then we'll be done. One more industry on this technology sector. Software infrastructure. Remember, the first two were software application, software infrastructure. Big companies. Oracle, Oscar, Romeo, Charlie, Lima. Yep. All this in consolidation phase down here. Concerning. Microsoft. New high for the year. Outstanding. New high for the year. Not too surprised on that. Big company. High for the year. BlackBerry. Surprised they're not the new low for the year. Here's the low for the year. Here they are, struggling down here. Remember, one of the big products they were doing was a combo of hardware, software. Before Apple released their iPhones, big company, not the same as they were back then. Nope, they lost a lot of market share, pretty much. Adobe, Alpha, Delta, Bravo, Echo, new high for the year. Outstanding. So we see a lot of technology stocks, new highs for the year, helping the NASDAQ 100. Let's zoom out a little bit more just to see. Look at that big sell-off 3 years ago. Big point right there. Coming back and retest that. Robinhood, Hotel, Oscar, Oscar, Delta. Robinhood is a broker exchange. Wow. New low for the year. Loser. Took out that May low. And new low for the year. Big difference. Not good. Staying this out. Just see what it looked like. Wow. Look at that IPO all the way back there. And down here, loser. November, Echo, Tango. There's a high for the year. Big consolidation. So overall, my opinion, as I just showed you with here, I want to go to the indexes just to compare again. NASDAQ 100, sorry, S&P 500, here's a high for the year. NASDAQ 100, here's a high for the year, trending up. And the Dow Jones, here's a high for the year. The takeaway here, as I just want to mention, is that you could do all these stock indexes. They offer stock ETFs on their underlining, or like I mentioned, if you want to break down, instead of just doing directly the stock index, you can do an ETF that makes up a smaller percentage of the index, but more defined. You would want to look at the companies inside of here. Look, so again, this one, the NASDAQ 100, the stock ETF, stock index QQQ, and versus the sector stock ETF. But again, we already saw several companies in these indexes are doing even better. If you like this video, consider subscribing to my Patreon page and get the early notification and more deep insight of the markets. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.